I can't think of a single time I saw our big brother Joel cry. But I heard him once. He called me from a restaurant bathroom. The first time he called, he sounded worried. The second time he called, I could hear him choking back tears. Cheese, you gotta come home, and you gotta come home now. I don't know how to tell you this, but I think Corey might kill himself. I never told you how ashamed I felt for hesitating when I saw the cost of a plane ticket was nearly half my monthly salary. For a few minutes, I stood there doing math when I thought you might die. I called Mom while I was packing. Aren't you overreacting? What about your job? She asked. Mom, Joel called me crying. Joel doesn't cry. I took a midnight flight out of LA, and by the time I got to Michigan that morning, you were already gone. Not physically, but when I said hello to you, the brother who used to pretend to be my twin, you looked at me like I was a stranger, told me I shouldn't have come, and walked away like I wasn't even there. You don't know how afraid that made me. We all made plans to save you. Even Mom apologized for not taking it seriously enough. And she held the paperwork in her hand and promised to take you to a doctor. And then her husband called. Well, I have to go home to the farm to make lunch now, she said. Lunch. No, Mom, we have a plan. You have to stay, and we have to stick to the plan. Well, Chisara, sometimes we can have our plans, but what you have to keep in mind is God often has a greater plan than we ever could have imagined. You don't know it, but I dropped to my knees and I begged, please, stay, Mom, for once. Choose us. Choose your son. She chose lunch. Later that evening, when I saw you were getting ready to leave, to spend another sub-zero night alone in your car, I ran to Joel's bedroom door with my fist raised, ready to pound and scream, Joel, do something! But then I realized he'd already done all he could do. And it had to be me. So I dropped my fist, I grabbed my shoes, and I ran to you. I sat beside you while you drove around for hours. When you finally pulled over and started walking down 28th Street, I had to follow you. You walked faster, so I sped up. You started jogging, and so did I. But when you started running and I couldn't keep up, I panicked when you disappeared around the corner into the darkness and left me behind on the snow-covered street. You don't know it, but a few moments later, a cop car appeared out of nowhere. And I flagged it down and I begged them to do something. And when they wouldn't go after you, I had to say the words that broke me. Please, he's gonna hurt himself. They took you to the hospital, and it was both Joel and I who were there answering their questions. No, he doesn't drink. No, he's not on drugs, but yes, we think he might be a danger to himself. But it was me. I'm the one who signed the petition to lock you up, as you called it. And when those 24 hours turned into 3 days, and those 3 days turned into 30, I didn't know if I'd saved your life or if I'd betrayed you. But when someone you love is losing their mind, you will do unthinkable things. Joel and I went through your room. We dug through your trash. We found the overdue bills. We paid them. We found a half-finished passport application. Joel ripped it up and filled out one for himself because we had to be ready to follow you to Thailand, to follow you to the ends of the earth if we had to. And what you don't know is that in those first few days, Mom never came back for you. But I figured out why. I knew that she, like you, was being held against her will. It was the only way to explain why she didn't come back. To help, to take you to the doctor, to do something. You don't know that your best friend drove me an hour up to the police station by that farm. And you don't know how stupid I felt for asking for a well-being check, only to find out that she was home, safe, baking bread, while we were trying to keep you alive. And when she finally asked, "Where's Corey?" I told her, "As far as you know, Corey is dead. He is as dead as you are to me." I sent the police. I signed the petition. I chose you, and I buried her while she was still alive.